If you're over 60 and you're starting to notice your legs feeling a little weaker or heavier, or if you've had moments where your balance doesn't feel as steady as it used to, then stay right here because what I'm about to show you can make a real difference. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 safe, practical exercises that can help you build leg strength and improve blood flow, all from the comfort of your own home. My name is Dr. Thomas, and I specialize in senior movement and mobility. I've spent over 3 decades helping older adults regain confidence in their steps, reduce pain, and restore freedom in their daily lives. And today, I'll be doing the same for you, with 5 movements that are gentle, joint-friendly, and deeply effective. Now, before we begin, I want to say, these exercises are safe for most people. But if you've had surgery, joint replacements, or ongoing pain, please check with your doctor first. And as always, listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, pause. But if you're ready to feel stronger, steadier, and more energized, let's get started. Because your legs are worth investing in. And our very first movement, it might just change how you sit and stand for the rest of your life. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Supported sit-to-stand, chair squats. As we age, one of the most noticeable changes is how everyday movements like getting up from a chair can gradually become more difficult. But here's the truth. The simple act of standing up and sitting down is more than a routine motion. It's one of the most powerful and functional exercises for older adults, especially those over 60. In fact, doctors and physical therapists often use this exact movement to predict fall risk, lower body strength, and overall independence in seniors. The supported sit-to-stand, also called a chair squat, mimics exactly what your body does multiple times a day. But when done intentionally and repeatedly as an exercise, it becomes a powerful tool to rebuild strength in your thighs, quadriceps, hips, gluteal muscles, and core, all essential for walking, climbing stairs, and even getting out of bed safely. Start by choosing a sturdy, non-slippery chair, ideally one with armrests. Sit upright, feet flat on the ground, knees at 90 degrees. Place your hands gently on the chair or across your chest for more challenge. From here, press through your heels, engage your thighs, and rise to a full stand, then slowly lower back down in a controlled motion. You're not just moving up and down, you're training your muscles to carry you through life with strength and dignity. What makes this exercise especially important for blood circulation is the role your legs play in returning blood back to your heart. When leg muscles contract, they help pump blood upward, a function sometimes referred to as the second heart. Weak leg muscles not only limit your mobility, but may also contribute to poor circulation, swelling, and even fatigue in the lower limbs. By regularly practicing this sit-to-stand movement, you're not just working out, you're keeping your blood moving, your muscles active, and your independence alive. Even if you can only do a few repetitions at first, that's perfectly fine. What matters is consistency, not perfection. Over time, your body will adapt and you'll find your strength slowly returning. And there's a quiet confidence that builds each time you rise a little easier than the day before. So the next time you go to sit or stand, remember it's not just a motion, it's a message. I'm still capable. I'm still strong. But your legs aren't complete without the rhythm of movement. What if I told you your blood flow could improve even while sitting? Let's keep going. This next one might surprise you. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to point number 2. 2. Seated marching. There's a quiet beauty in the simplicity of movement, and sometimes the smallest actions, especially when seated, can have a big impact on our health. For older adults, circulation often slows down in the lower legs, especially when sitting for long periods. That tingling in your feet, that sense of heaviness, these are gentle signs from your body that your blood needs a nudge. And that's where seated marching comes in. This exercise might look humble on the surface, but it taps into a powerful principle of aging well. Motion equals circulation. While sitting upright in a chair, lifting each knee one at a time mimics the natural movement of walking, activating muscles in the hips, thighs, and even the core. Doctors often recommend this type of dynamic movement to seniors who can't yet walk long distances because it encourages blood to flow upward from the legs without placing strain on the joints or spine. The science is beautifully straightforward. When you lift your leg, even by just a few inches, you contract key muscles like the iliopsoas and quadriceps. These contractions act as a gentle pump, pushing venous blood back up toward the heart. This not only helps reduce the risk of blood pooling and swelling in the ankles, but also improves oxygen delivery to your tissues, which may enhance your energy, alertness, and even your mood. But perhaps the most underappreciated benefit of seated marching is what it does for your confidence. For many older adults, the fear of falling can slowly lead to more time spent sitting, which ironically increases weakness and circulation problems. Seated marching offers a safe, low barrier way to reclaim movement. You're not just moving your legs, you're reminding your body that it can still engage, respond, and improve. Start slowly, even 20 to 30 seconds at a time. You don't need perfect form. What matters is that you're participating in your own health. As you continue, you might find that your feet feel warmer, your legs feel lighter, and your body feels just a bit more alive. And over time, this small routine can become a trusted part of your day, a moment of movement that reconnects you to strength and rhythm. So, while your feet are tapping and your blood is flowing, ask yourself, what if your calves, the very base of your leg, could become your best allies in circulation and strength? Stay with me, because next we're stepping down to the ground, literally, to wake up one of the most important muscle groups you might be overlooking. 3. Calf raises at the counter. There's a reason doctors often refer to your calves as your second heart. It's because these strong yet often overlooked muscles do more than just support your balance. They actively help push blood back up toward your heart every time you move. For older adults, especially those who spend more time sitting or have conditions like varicose veins, cold feet, or swelling in the ankles, calf health is absolutely vital. And one of the most effective ways to care for them is also one of the simplest: the calf raise. Picture yourself standing at your kitchen counter, hands gently resting for balance, your feet shoulder width apart. You slowly rise onto your toes, lifting your heels off the ground, feeling your calves engage beneath you. Then, just as steadily, you lower your heels back down. On the surface, it looks like a quiet movement, but inside your body, something remarkable is happening. Each time you lift and lower your heels, you activate the gastrocnemius and soleus muscles. These contractions work like a venous pump, helping blood that has pooled in your lower legs make its journey back to your heart. This is especially important as we age because our veins and valves naturally become less efficient over time. Calf raises counteract this process, helping reduce fluid buildup, improve temperature regulation in your feet, and even lower the risk of blood clots and deep vein thrombosis, DVT, in older adults who are less mobile. But it's not just about circulation. Calf raises also play a key role in balance and fall prevention. Strong calf muscles give you the control and strength to respond when you step off a curb, lose footing slightly, or shift your weight. That's why so many physical therapists include them in fall recovery programs. They train your body to react, to stabilize, and to stay upright. What's most empowering is that this exercise can be adjusted to fit your unique ability level. If body weight alone feels too easy, you can add light weights or use a backpack with books. If it feels too difficult, simply hold on to the counter and raise just an inch or two. The goal isn't to do it perfectly, it's to do it consistently, letting your body adapt and your confidence grow. And with every repetition, you're not just building muscle, you're building trust in your legs again. You're saying to your body, I still have strength in me, I still have control. Now, while we're strengthening from the ground up, there's one more movement pattern your legs use every day that might not be getting the attention it deserves. What if you could improve your balance, hip power, and circulation, all while training your body for one of life's most essential motions? Stay with me, because the next movement is about more than fitness. It's about stability, safety, and freedom. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to point number 4. 4. Heel to toe rocking. As we get older, balance becomes one of the most precious things we can preserve. It's not just about preventing falls, it's about maintaining freedom. The ability to stand tall, shift your weight, and take steady steps is deeply tied to your sense of control and safety. And one simple rhythmic movement, heel to toe rocking, can quietly build that strength, train your balance, and support your circulation all at once. You don't need a gym or special equipment, just a sturdy surface like your kitchen counter or bathroom sink will do. Standing upright, gently hold on for stability. Slowly rise up onto your toes, then ease backward onto your heels, letting your toes lift slightly off the ground. Repeat this smooth rocking motion, not rushed, not stiff, but deliberate and connected to your breath. You'll begin to feel your calves, your ankles, and your shins working together in harmony. But beneath this gentle movement is something far more important. Heel to toe rocking helps retrain the neuromuscular pathways responsible for balance. According to geriatric physical therapists, this kind of weight shifting exercise reawakens the proprioceptors in your feet and ankles, specialized nerve endings that tell your brain where your body is in space. With age, these signals can become sluggish, but with consistent practice, they can sharpen again, like tuning a radio to the right frequency. There's also a powerful circulatory effect at play. This rocking motion stimulates the lower leg muscle pump, encouraging better return of blood to the heart, which is especially vital if you experience swelling or coldness in the feet. In fact, some vascular specialists recommend heel to toe movements throughout the day, especially after long periods of sitting, as a simple, medication free way to boost leg circulation and reduce venous pressure. More than physical benefit, though, is what this exercise gives emotionally. There's something grounding about this motion. It reconnects you with the very basics of walking. Each shift forward and back is like a quiet rehearsal for everyday life, going to the mailbox, stepping out of a car, or simply standing up with assurance. It reminds you that even in aging, the body can be trained to respond, to balance, and to adapt. You may start with small, short sets. That's okay. Even 5 or 10 gentle repetitions done mindfully can begin to rebuild the neural connections and muscular reflexes that keep you safe. Over time, you'll move more confidently, not just because your muscles are stronger, but because your body and brain are communicating more clearly. And while balance and coordination are essential, there's one more piece to this puzzle: a final muscle group that plays a quiet but critical role in both leg strength and circulation. Up next, we'll target this often neglected area with a movement that challenges your legs in a deeply functional way, one that mirrors how you move through life every single day. 5. Wall press mini lunges. Every step we take in life begins at the hip and flows through the leg. Yet, as we age, one of the first things we quietly lose is the strength in the hips and thighs, the powerhouses of lower body movement. These muscles allow us to rise from a chair, walk uphill, navigate stairs, and most importantly, maintain stability when life becomes unpredictable. That's why wall press mini lunges deserve your full attention, not because they're flashy, but because they're functional, safe, and remarkably effective. This exercise begins with you facing a wall, standing just a few feet away. Your hands press gently against the surface, not to bear your weight, but to provide a sense of balance and control. One foot steps slightly back, and with both knees soft, you slowly lower your body just a few inches. There's no need to drop into a deep lunge. This movement isn't about depth, it's about activation and intention. You feel your front thigh begin to engage, your glutes stabilize your hips, and your back legs stretch ever so slightly. Then, with control, you return to standing. It's subtle, but within that simplicity lies incredible benefit. From a clinical standpoint, wall-supported lunges are a cornerstone movement in fall prevention and mobility training. Geriatric physical therapists emphasize that this kind of bilateral leg work helps correct imbalances, strengthens the quadriceps and gluteal muscles, and enhances dynamic stability, your body's ability to stay upright while moving. Unlike many other exercises, the wall press version removes the fear of falling by offering a secure, upright frame of support. Beyond strength, there's a deeper layer of value here: vascular health. As your leg muscles contract in a coordinated way, they push venous blood upward toward your heart. This improves circulation in the hips and upper legs, which often become less active as we sit more with age. Maintaining circulation here doesn't just keep your legs warm, it helps regulate blood pressure, supports joint nourishment, and keeps muscles oxygenated and healthy. And perhaps most importantly, this exercise mirrors one of life's most foundational patterns, the stepping motion. Every time you step backward into a mini lunge, your body rehearses the mechanics of walking, climbing stairs, or shifting direction. All tasks that require more than muscle. They demand coordination and trust. Over time, with consistency, your legs begin to remember what they were built for: movement with purpose, strength with balance. Don't worry if it feels awkward at first. Start small, just a few gentle repetitions on each leg. Focus more on control than on speed. Let your body learn at its own pace. You'll be surprised how much more stable you begin to feel, how much lighter your steps become, and how much more confidence you carry with every movement. And now that you've learned all 5 exercises, you might be wondering, how do I put them together in a routine that fits into my life? Something realistic, flexible, and sustainable? Great question. Let's walk through a simple and powerful way to make this a part of your weekly rhythm, without feeling overwhelmed or rushed. 6. Routine suggestion. When it comes to improving strength and circulation in your legs after the age of 60, the most important thing isn't intensity, it's consistency. You don't need to push hard, sweat buckets, or follow a complicated fitness plan. What you need is a rhythm, something that fits gently into your day and supports your health without overwhelming you. That's the power of routine. And when built with intention, it becomes not just an exercise habit, but a quiet act of self-respect. Doctors and physical therapists agree that low-impact, repeatable routines are the most sustainable for older adults. The key is to build frequency over force. These 5 movements, sit to stand, seated marching, calf raises, heel to toe rocking, and wall press mini lunges, are not meant to exhaust you. Instead, they are designed to activate essential muscle groups, support your joints, and enhance blood flow throughout your legs, all while working within your current physical ability. Here's a thoughtful way to approach it. Start by choosing just 3 exercises per day and cycle through all 5 across the week. Do each movement for 2 to 3 sets, aiming for 10 to 15 repetitions per set or 30 seconds of continuous movement, depending on the type of exercise. Rest as needed between sets. Listen to your body, not a stopwatch. Some days your energy may feel lower, and that's okay. Even 1 round is far better than doing nothing at all. Many seniors find it helpful to anchor these sessions to daily habits, perhaps a short routine after breakfast, a few movements before lunch, or a gentle circuit while watching the evening news. By weaving these exercises into your natural rhythm, you avoid the need for extra time and instead make movement part of your lifestyle. It becomes as normal as brushing your teeth or taking your vitamins. The science supports this approach. Short, frequent bouts of movement have been shown to improve vascular tone, reduce inflammation, and preserve mobility far more effectively than occasional high-effort workouts. Especially for older adults, this means a lower risk of injury and a greater likelihood of long-term success. As Dr. Elaine Morris, a geriatric rehabilitation specialist, puts it, for seniors, the goal isn't to train like an athlete, it's to move like a human consistently and joyfully. You're not just exercising muscles, you're reinforcing your autonomy. Every repetition you perform is a small investment in walking safely, standing confidently, and feeling more alive in your own body. This routine becomes a signal to yourself that you're still active, still engaged, and still in control. And as you begin to notice your strength returning, your legs lifting with more ease, your balance holding steady, your feet feeling warmer, you'll understand that it was never about intensity. It was about intention, patience, and daily practice. But what happens when this becomes more than just a routine? What if the simple act of moving your legs turned into a source of hope, pride, and even joy? Let's close with a few words that bring it all together and remind you why this journey is worth every step. Movement is freedom. Why every step still matters. As we reach our 60s, 70s, and beyond, the conversation around health often becomes focused on what we've lost: strength, energy, flexibility. But what if we shifted that conversation? What if we saw this stage of life not as a slow retreat, but as a chance to reconnect with something deeply personal, our capacity to move, to adapt, and to grow even now? The truth is, your body is not finished with you, not by a long shot. Science continues to show that the human body, even in its later years, is remarkably capable of renewal. Muscles can still grow, blood flow can still improve, balance can be restored, and with gentle, consistent effort, even small changes in your daily routine can yield profound results over time. Every exercise you've just learned, whether it's standing from a chair, lifting your heels, or rocking forward and back, is more than just a movement. It's a message you send to yourself. I am not giving up on this body. I still deserve to feel strong. I still deserve to feel steady. And that matters. Because movement at its core is not just about staying active, it's about preserving freedom. It's about getting up from the couch without fear, walking through a parking lot with confidence, reaching down to tie your shoes without hesitation. These are the little victories that add up to a life lived on your own terms. You see, strength at this stage isn't about lifting heavy weights or running long distances. It's about being able to do the things that matter most to you, safely, comfortably, and without help. Whether it's gardening, holding your grandchild, or simply enjoying a morning walk, your legs carry more than your weight. They carry your independence. So wherever you are in your journey, whether you're just beginning to reclaim your mobility or you've been working at it for a while, know this: you're not alone. And it's not too late, not even close. Because what you do today, no matter how small, has the power to shape how you feel tomorrow. Start where you are, do what you can, and remember, every step counts. Because when you invest in your movement, you're investing in your freedom, your dignity, and your future. Stay strong, stay curious, and most of all, stay moving. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.